Hanko Motors. We've got a new installment to our inventory list here we're going to go over today. Today we have a 1953 Chevy 5-window pickup truck, and what a piece this is. Just everything on this truck is just immaculate. All the panel fitment and everything. So what we're going to do is go through our underside here and point out some of the highlights here, and we'll move on to the exterior. So starting underneath the back end of the truck, if we can pan up here and look, this has a custom steel rear roll pan on it. So they've done away with that rear bumper. Just gives it a nice clean look across the back end. We'll see more of that on the exterior photos. We also have this, looks like a pretty new fuel tank here. This is a steel tank. It's been painted black. Everything's real nice. There's no scratches, dings, dents, anything like that on that. As far as rear suspension, we do have multi-leaf rear suspension here. The leaves look all in excellent condition here. All the mounting hardware, bolts, everything, all look in really good shape. Shocks look to be fairly new shocks as well here on the back. Now on the back we do have drum brakes back here. Up front we have discs there, but we'll get to that when we get there. We do have a 10-bolt GM rear end here. This is a posi rear end, so when you turn one tire, the other goes the other way. That's how you can tell that. Again, as far as the gears in here, I believe this was a 373 gear. Again, 10-bolt rear. We'll go ahead and move up under the center of the truck now and take a look at that. But we do have up here, we'll go over the exhaust system. It does not have tailpipes, but it has a very nicely tucked up in side dump exhaust. Alright, now that we're under the center of our truck, we can kind of take a look at that exhaust a little closer here. Again, it is dual exhaust, dual Flowmaster mufflers here. And those go all the way up to, it's a set of block hugger headers up there mounted to the motor. But underneath here, all the floors, these running boards that you see on here, that stuff is all steel. There is nothing on this truck that's fiberglass. It is all steel. Everything is in excellent condition. The floors, like I said, the running boards. Now the bed sides and the tailgate, those are all steel. But the bed itself is all new wood. It's been stained up top. It's got the stainless steel slats up top. You'll see all that on the exterior photos as well. But again, I mentioned that exhaust being tucked up in nice here. And it comes out here. It's a little hard to see because of this lift. But it is a side exit or side dump exhaust. And they have these nice tips, these nice box tips that just mount right underneath those running boards there. So again, that's a real nice touch there. As far as the transmission, this is a 700R4 automatic overdrive transmission. So it makes going out for a cruise on Sundays real nice. Like again, it's got that overdrive for that highway driving too. And again, that is mounted up to a 350 cubic inch motor. So now finishing up under the front end of this beautiful 1953 Chevy 5-window truck here, we're going to go over these front end components. We do, out at the outer ends here, we have the disc brakes out here. Now this whole front end, this front suspension component here, this is all from Heights Hot Rod Shop. This is their Mustang 2 front suspension kit, and it's complete. It comes with your lower control arms, the upper control arms, the power rack and pinion, the cross member that gets welded in there. And the frame's been C-notched, so it allows for that rack and pinion steering clearance there underneath. So again, that whole front end is a kit, and everything is done very nicely with that. Tie rods, ball joints, all the rubbers, the boots. You can see all that stuff is in very good condition on this truck. Other things that I can see just from looking underneath here, to just touch base, they've got the horns mounted up underneath the front end here, so it keeps those out of the engine compartment, keeps that cleaned up a little bit better there. It does have the chrome front bumper on it. All right, we're here on the outside now with our 53 Chevy 5-window truck. Let me just start by saying, that way I don't forget, this thing is all steel, not an ounce of fiberglass in it. Got steel hood, steel fenders, steel doors, steel cabs, steel running boards, steel bed sides, steel rear fenders, and the tailgate is all steel on this thing. The bed obviously is going to be wood. We'll show you that when we get there. But I just wanted to make sure that I, get that out there. This thing is all steel. So again, starting here, kind of at the front here, working our way back. This all steel hood. Again, to get a truck like this, the gaps, the fitment, the panel alignment is as good as this truck is. And it's very rare that you come across something like this truck here right now today. You have the Chevy emblem up front. We'll see that when we get back up there. The 3100 emblems here on the side of the hood. As we work our way back here, the door. You just look at the gaps, the fitment on this thing. Whenever you open the door up, again, all the weather stripping, the paint, everything, all the seals, all excellent on this truck. To get the door to close is effortless on this thing. So yeah, just everything fits so nice. We got a set of these mirrors here that are mounted on these billet aluminum arms. Again, the door handles being kind of the polished stainless there. That's all good. Again, the steel running boards, looks like they got some stainless trim down here to set those off. And then at the back side of our running board, you'll notice that side exit or side dump exhaust with those real nice box tips down there to set that off. It does have American Racing Torque Thrust 2 polished aluminum wheels on it. They are 15-inch diameter, and it's not tubbed out or anything. So all of your fitment, all your panels, your tubs, everything are all just stock on this truck. We'll go ahead and open that door back up, and we're going to go ahead and look inside here a little bit. Now the inside's two-toned. It's mostly all painted red, but it has some gray tweed interior panels in it. The door panel, the top half of the door is gray tweed. You see kind of the stock looking gray tweed bench seat in here. You've got the gray tweed headliner up top. Other than that, pretty much it's all red painted dash. You have a couple of white face gauges in here by TPI Tech. One is a speedometer, it's a 140 mile an hour speedo, and then you have a quad gauge combo over here, and that has your fuel, your oil pressure, water temperature, and your voltmeter. It does have black carpeting just to kind of help set the two-tone off a little bit, but everything is just in nice condition here. Factory dash, like I said, all the trim inside is all in excellent shape. Low-car shifter, it's got the stock or factory original steering column with a wood grain steering wheel in it. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the interior of the truck. So we'll go ahead and close that, and it just shuts effortlessly there. Again, you see it is the 5-window cab. You see your corner windows here. Again, your rubber moldings, all the trim around everything is all in excellent condition. Now we're at the back of our 53 truck here. Again, got that steel tailgate there. If you look down below it, you have that custom steel roll pan underneath with the little tail lights that they've added in back there. Nice little touch. Now for the tailgate, they have these little push pins in here. You just push them in, and then you can go ahead and lower that tailgate. And it is tethered, so that it won't come down past that with these little black nylon tethers. You've got the wood grain bed here that's all been stained. Got the stainless steel slats in between. All the hardware is new. And on this, I'm not exactly sure how that pops up, but your fuel door is right here. And again, your fuel lid is right underneath that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this back up. And again, to close it, you need to push those little push tabs in and lock it in place. And now we're on the passenger side, where all we're really going to do is repeat what we went over on the driver's side there. Again, you got the all steel bed sides, you got the steel rear fenders, those American Racing Torque Thrust 2 polished aluminum wheels, 15-inch wheels. You got the all steel running boards. Again, they have that stainless trim on them. And then that box tip for your side exit exhaust. We'll go ahead and open this door up just to kind of show you that as well. Again, all your weather stripping and seals all the way around the door, all like new, real soft, supple rubber. Again, the gray tweed interior panels, the bench seat, all the trim inside on the dash. Factory dash again, and it's radio delete. So you'll see that there is a plate in there from the factory to block out the hole for the radio. But it's all done real nicely. So if you ever wanted to put a radio in there, you could. We'll go ahead and shut the door. Again, it closes real nice thud there. Again, all steel doors. We got those mirrors here, the passenger side on that billet aluminum arm there as well. Again, you got some louvers in the side here of the cowl. Again, the 3100 emblem on the hood. And again, you can just look at that gap and elevation of that hood around there and see how nice that really does fit. The all steel front fenders. Again, the American Racing wheels up front. Finally, we're here at the front end of our truck here. Now, unlike the rear where they did away with the chrome rear bumper, they retained the chrome front bumper on this. So again, it's nicely chromed. As you can see, that front grille, that's just a beautiful piece. To see that coming at you, you know you've got a very nice 53 Chevy truck there coming towards you. Again, it's got the headlight bezels too, chrome on those, that Chevrolet emblem, along with the chrome trim up over the top of the hood there. We'll go ahead and pop the hood, and we'll show you what is underneath here. Okay, hood opens real nice and easy there for you. Again, the underside of the hood painted up just as the rest of the truck. Just beautiful red paint on this thing. You'll notice it does have the heater lines hooked up, so that stuff should all be working. Again, we have a polished aluminum radiator here, complete with a shroud, and it does have an electric fan on that as well. Now this truck here has the, it is a 350 crate motor in it, and it's backed with a 700 R4 transmission. We already stated that on the underside photos there and video. This has Summit Racing chrome valve covers. It's got a chrome air cleaner with the K&N style filter as well. We've got chrome alternator. You've got aluminum pulleys on this also. Power steering. Now it is a, I believe it's got to be a manual brake truck, I think. Hold off on that because I'm not 100% sure. It would be in my description. But anyways, we've got an HEI distributor complete with an Excel super coil on there. This has an Edelbrock 1406 series carburetor on it with the electric choke. And other than that, I mean, you've got the painted inner fender wells here, so they're glossy black paint. Other than that, that's pretty much it for under the hood of our truck here. Just awesome running truck. It drives nice down the road, and it looks fantabulous.